This is what's wild in New Hampshire by wildlife biologist Eric Orff. Hey, just got hot off the press. Well, actually, off my phone from New Hampshire Fish and Game. Dan Yeobeard, the Fish and Game Wildlife Division Secretary, and more importantly, Dan Bailey. Dan Bailey, the bear biologist at New Hampshire Fish and Game, just got what's probably the final figures for this year's bear take. Well, this year, 2023. And Dan, what does Dan say? Well, Dan says the total take was 712 bears this year. That's 31% below the 5-year average and 38% below the 2022 take of 1,156 bears. Of course, that was the 2022 take was what, the second or third highest bear take on record. So this year there are 392 males and 320 females. Now, I'm looking at Dan's numbers here, and I'm going to kind of lump some things. We have what I'll call the North. 168 bears were taken. 131 of those were taken over bait, 21 over dogs, and 16 by still hunters, probably deer hunters. In the White Mountain area, there's actually two different figures here because I've lumped them together. One is 165. Of that, 111 were taken over bait. 21 with hounds and 33 as still, and then an additional in that same area, the White Mountain region, basically 206 of those. 128 were bait, 29 were hounds, and 49 were still. In the Southwest, I'm going to lump that to Southwest 1 and 2 for there. In these figures, 61 in the Southwest. Out of those 61, 38 were taken over bait, 8 by dogs and 15 by still hunters. And in the other Southwest area, 92 bear, 56 of those, so 3/4 were over bait, none by dogs, and 38. And in the Southeast, the units WMU's L and M, a total of 18 bears were taken. That's a big number for L and M, I think. 4 of those were over bait, and still hunters took 14. So yeah, here are the final New Hampshire bear take for 2023. The total is 712. Of those, 392 were males and 320 were females. The full report will be on my website, NewHampshireFishAndWildlife.com, NewHampshireFishAndWildlife.com. My webmaster will have that posted fairly soon, today or tomorrow. So the full report from Dan Bailey I received today, whether it's January 9th, will be on my website, NewHampshireFishAndWildlife.com, if you want to read the full report. This is wildlife biologist Eric Orff. What's wild in New Hampshire?